doing? Are you happy? Excited? Who's graduating? Okay.
Mommy graduating?
Yeah.
We want to thank you for trusting us to help you get your high school education, to help us guide you to your next step. So I want to thank you all for giving us a reason to love this job. We're here because we really believe in you guys. We really believe that you came to us for a few reasons. And one of them was because you needed a different place where you could actually prove that you are talented and that you have immense potential to do great things. And we seriously believe that. So we may believe that, but if we don't see it, then we don't know what to do next. But you have proven that you are that you're talented, that you have immense potential to accomplish great things with your lives. Each one of you may be taking a different path from here, but you're still going to accomplish some goals that you wanted to try out for yourselves. So we have seen that, and we've seen you do this in great ways, in small ways, but we have seen it in really strong ways, whether they're grandiose or in more quiet ways. We have seen that. So I want to, thank the teachers and student support and other administrators because this is a joint effort. As they say, it takes a village. We're a village, and we hope that we can continue to be a village for you, to support you, and to help you and guide you in your next steps. All right? So now I'm going to open it up.
Okay, so we're going to begin, and I think first couple of people that I'm going to call up are Ms. Borab and Ms. Taylor.
All right, I have 2 awards to present for humanities. The first is for humanities excellence. This is a student who I only had once. She came in, she took research, and she blew me away by doing a really fantastic paper on felonies, enfranchisement, and disenfranchisement in general, and just really came in and took research on, and wrote a really, really fantastic paper, and was super open to editing and adding things and revising, and just understood the spirit of what humanities is really about. And this is for Jasmine Hayward. An award from both me and Ms. Alvarez. This is a student who we had in our symposium project this year, and she also, had been a more struggling writer, through this process of figuring out how things were going to work. But she came into symposium and not only proved herself to be a fantastic photographer, but also, again, really took on the process of revising and thinking about how to talk about art and how to explain that in writing and how to really revise your writing so that it really demonstrates that you've taken that on. And then she went on into advanced lit and advanced history and did both fantabulously well. So, Evelina Cassius.
The first of 2 awards that I'm about to give is called the Franklin Medal. And the Franklin Medal is for a student that has academic achievement combined with great deportment. Now, you might not know what deportment means, but what it means is that you conduct yourself in a way that that you're so professional but warm. You know how to present yourself, and it's authentic. that you have a great outreach and welcoming quality, as well as an intelligence that meets someone that's open to curiosity rather than to be closed or arrogant. And this award, almost unanimously, people that know this person on the staff said, Christine, you are our Franklin Medal winner. Now I want her to stay right here because I'm going to speak for Mr. B, who's not here. You've been my advisor for a while, and I have to say, all right, that you are a pleasure to have as an advisee because you come in every day. You come in every day. Unlike some of my advisees. And you also approach your work. You're one of the most mature people that I have met. You are intelligent. You are curious. How do you say it? Highly skilled, but always looking to improve writing and loves learning. You are motivated, going to UMass Boston, interested in social work, academically gifted, respectful to everyone and to teachers, and you are a young mother dedicated to conducting your life really well. So, the Humanities Excellence Award.
So this award is for a student who's shown great capacity in the field of creative writing. This is a student who, before even her time at the school, was already well engaged in the writing world, which was in print, which you may know of, an amazing organization. And also just throughout her time, I think she was given the creative writing assignment, she really rose to the occasion. She really showed the ability to be emotionally honest and bare, the ability to really think about something that's funny or kind of a new spin on someone's old story. And I really admire that. So this creative writing award goes to Monica Barbosa.
It's my time to hold it together. This is it. All right. I just want to say that I'm really proud of you guys and I miss you guys a lot. There were a lot of excellent capstone projects and excellent presentations. So I ended up giving out 2 capstone awards, which is sort of unusual. These 2 students have similar sort of stories, actually. They both were excellent students before they got to BDA. They both had children, which kind of gave them a little setback. And then they both came to BDA and kind of found their place here and became those excellent students once again, right? And basically, the capstone award is basically excellence in every category of the capstone project, from attendance to presentation to paper to research to real experience, the whole thing. Okay, so the first award goes to Ms. Sabrina. The other one, so this student had her counseling project done probably a month in advance. And with one exception, she had one real life experience, she had one interview that she needed to get done for that, pretty much like 3 weeks out of that month. And she'd come to my classroom every day to check in with me. Because basically she was the one topic that like the interview she was trying to set up. But I just want to say that I appreciate your hard work. And this student, so I have my capstone rubric, I've been doing grading now. Student got 4s all the way across the board. Christine. All right, have one more. All right, so I like to give an award for students who did an excellent job in the presentation capstone. And I have to tell you, so there were about a dozen students who like this award could have went to. It was like this is a first place award, and there were 11 second place awards. Really, guys, you guys did awesome. You guys made me so proud of it. All right, so we worked really hard to get to the point with our presentations, and then I get to sit there and watch all the hard work that we did. And it's like it's a beautiful thing. So this student was on fire up there. So not only did she just do an awesome job presenting, she knew her stuff, she didn't need note cards, she just went off the top of her head. She was extremely passionate about her presentation and about what she did her capstone project about. So Miss Christian Ogaku.
As many of you know, my advisory and my privilege is to facilitate the student leadership team. And it's usually teachers that recommend students to the student leadership team. And there was one that was recommended who is graduating that has always conducted herself in a way that has been truly outstanding. She has always been generous in helping others as she tried to get on top of herself in her own learning. When things weren't going right in her life, she had the wherewithal never to blame others, but always to try to problem solve so she could get back re-engaged to doing her best work. She actually wasn't with the leadership team except for one trimester this year because, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
So this same student that Laura was talking about was actually the first student to complete BBA's new internship program. And I can say, since starting this program, things haven't always gone 100% smoothly with every student that I've placed in every placement. And I can say that I've gotten a few gray hairs since I started running the internship program. I think I can name one for each of the students that I've placed so far. But I think this is probably the only student I've placed so far that I can't attribute a gray hair to. Because she was so professional in everything that she did that I never had to remind her of anything. It went so fluidly. I would just check in with her here and there. How are things going? The answer was always great. Do you need anything from me? The answer was always no. Have you been going on time and showing up every week and doing everything you're supposed to do? The answer was always yes. So I could sit back and watch. And so I brought a special guest in today because this is an award for professionalism. And I felt that it was only appropriate. The student not only aced my internship prep class, but also aced the internship component. So I brought in her internship supervisor today to present her with this award.
And I actually haven't told Joanna this, or you, but we want to offer you a job this summer.
Two-way street, and while Brina was incredibly professional and nailed everything that she was expected to do, a lot of what she got out of the internship came out of the incredible mentorship of Sarah and all of the hard work that they did over at Pine Banks Animal Hospital to teach Brina everything she's been able to learn. So this is a little gift from me today. Yay! I have the she's not maybe the quietest, most diligent. But when it came time to work, she definitely knew there was a time to work and there was a time to play. When it came time to work, she worked, and she worked very hard. So I'm very proud to award the Math Achievement Award to music.
So I'm presenting a self-advocacy award, and I still, on some days feel like a new teacher here, and it's always really special to get to see some of the students that you had right away, beginning of your career, graduate. This is one of them. I met her, I think, the second trimester I taught biochem, and self-advocacy basically describes what she's done since she walked through the door at this school. In my class, and every teacher I've talked to feels the same way. And she, again, is one of those students who, for a while it looks like she's really not doing much, and then the end of the trimester comes around and she just hands you a pile of pretty well done work. And at the same time, just, checks in with you, make sure she's getting what she needs and in the classes she needs. So it's been a pleasure to teach her and get to know her. This is to LaTroy Hopkins.
I'm actually going to jump in now, as Halsey was very disappointed that she could not be here today. I'm splitting up her awards and I'm just getting to one now, but she has something that she wanted me to read. She says, the Distance Learning Advisory has always taken this opportunity to create awards that fit the student, meaning every one of you deserves something that represents who you are and what you've accomplished as a student of success at BDEA. A few years ago, Mr. Hutchison and I, Ms. Halsey, were sitting around the table creating awards. Now, mind you, some awards are pretty to the point, while others are peculiar in name. That they completely represent. One in particular that has stuck is the Academic Chameleon Award. This award goes to a student who has academic smarts and skills that can take them places. They are a decent student with some pretty good habits, but whether it be confidence or just disinterest, like a chameleon, they hide their academic strengths and then try to blend in. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that with this award, we want to recognize that the student has gifts, and we want them to continue to blend, but be encouraged to come out and be seen. Let your smarts take your places, be who you are, and be proud. The June class of 2013 recipient of the Academic Chameleon Award goes to a student who came to BDEA over a year ago. He had the brains to move through math quite quickly. The crazy thing was, he never had a complete and successful science class until he came to BDEA. Once in his school rhythm, Joe shined those smarts, not only in science class, but in all of his classes. His capstone project focused on the inclusion of special needs students, and really held his focus on how his cousin could become a more productive and active member of the community. Joe, not only did your project demonstrate your highly competent research and analysis skill, but it also showed that you are completely capable of not only using your smarts, but add your big heart to the mix, good things are going to happen. Joe Brigida, I present you with the academic. Enjoy these moments and celebrate.
Nice work, I make that. So Tyler, you, yeah, I don't do like, I'm not doing mystery stuff. Came in, and you know, you kind of came in real chill, and you know, dealing with lots of personal struggles in your life, and also trying hard to find some motivation. We had lots of conversations about that. And one day you came in and you just got things done. You've been on this forward momentum kind of path ever since then. You're just getting all your classes done, staying after, advocating for yourself, all right, and working on it, which has been really great. And this is why, you know, Maura and I both joined in on this, and she'll say some words too about the stepping award and really taking steps towards the right direction. I think that's so important as we move forward, is moving in the right direction, even though sometimes it's uncomfortable, it's a new space for us. So super, super proud of you for that.
When I first met you, so quiet, tried to hide that light that's within you. And then last December, Tyler stepped up and stepped into doing symposium, which was performing Shakespeare. From the quiet kid who wanted to disappear to a kid willing to take on a role and really step up. And she was cast as a very shy actor who had to play a role of a lion. And at one point, the line that the audience in the play says is, "Well roared, lion, well roared." And that's exactly what Tyler has done in this year. She has taken advanced lit this trimester. I gave her the opportunity to finish the advanced lit within the first couple weeks, and she said, you know what? I actually want to stay in the class because she really wanted to get the most out of what we were doing, which was about a book on a journey of a young person who is on a journey to heal from a tragic loss in his life. And she has made the most of it. So step up and well roar.
graduating class that I've had the pleasure of teaching most of you, so congrats. I have the distinct honor, I wrote this down because I ramble and I don't want to forget anything, but I have the distinct honor of giving out the Chris Walker Award. This award is in memory of a student who attended BDEA in its first year when the school was named Downtown Evening Academy. Chris was a funny, outgoing student who, like many of our students, didn't like school and hadn't found success in other high schools. One tragic night, Chris lost his life to street violence on his way home from school. In the spirit of Chris Walker, each year we present an award in his name that finishes what Chris started. We award a student who doesn't give into the odds of letting the challenges of the street take over and who overcomes to make his high school education happen. So the student I'm giving this award to, it exemplifies that spirit. This is a student who faces outside threats, tragedies, and street violence every day, but this student never let up on school. It amazes me all the time to see him push through all of it every day, and he still smiles every time he sees me. I'm extremely proud of him and want to thank him for showing me what it means to persevere and stick to something. You finished what Chris Walker started years ago, and you did it with determination, courage, and class. Congratulations, Chris.
Okay,
Okay, so really nervous because all the people that usually cry didn't cry, so it might be my turn. So let me try to get through this without crying. So, but first I want to thank, I want to thank everyone that's graduating. Now you're a part of my class 2013 graduation. But congratulations, I also want to say this in all seriousness, that when the difficult time comes, and they may, especially in college when you have 6 or 7 papers to write, just remember the time that you had your most difficult time here, and you get past that because you're sitting here today, you'll be graduating tomorrow. So, that's some free advice. So, I just want to talk about this really briefly. Sherelle, VIP Eddings Award, sorry. So Sherelle was a student here. She actually grew up 2 doors from me, so I kind of watched her grow up. She applied to the school. I happened to be the intake coordinator at the time, so I went through her application, talked about what she wanted to do after school. Her biggest goal was to go to college. She said she couldn't go to college, she couldn't afford it, she didn't have the fortitude to go to college. Ended up getting accepted to Salem State. Unfortunately, a week before she was to start summer program, she passed away. But while she was here, she made an impact on myself, Mrs. Scudder, and all the teachers that were here, and everyone that knew her. So we developed an award that's in her honor, in her name. So the person that's going to receive the award today, someone wrote something about them. I'll edit her name as I go along, because her name is all over this paper, so I'll edit. Although I did not know Sherelle personally, I knew her during her time here at BDA. I know that her strong will, creativity, and heart made an impact on those who knew her and loved her. As a staff, we talked about who we should honor with this award that carries her spirit. I had no doubt that it would go to whoever that person is. Whoever that person is, you always seem to be elusive during your early stay at BDA, taking advantage of the flexibility of the distance learning program. All right, that might be it. Distance learning program provided basically avoided getting too close to us here at school. But as time passed, you began to trust us and trust yourself. You found that you were strong and you have an inner artist, and you always, and you was bursting to be shared. This year you began to come more steadily, and you took advantage of the dual enrollment program. It's another hint, I guess. Your confidence grew, and you became that student who began to discover and use her gifts, her natural talent. I was so excited to see you work and to blog. Wait, what? Sorry. As well as the work on your capstone project, and see your passion come to life. Your wits and your smarts, together with your genuine sense of concern for others, will take you places and beyond. I am so honored to have been able to witness your moments of success. And this award goes to Janae Ronka. Obviously I was really very close to Sherelle. I almost cried when Sabrina got her job offer, so
So I'm actually going to call 7 people up here, and I'm going to talk about what those 7 people did. Each of you are going to be getting an award, and I'll explain in a moment why. So I would like Sabrina McElpine, Amias McKnight, Maya Neely, Christian Agaku, Duncan Pantos, Jamie Ronka, and Venetia Slade Morrison all come up here.
Are we in the camera?
And I'm going to talk about them. I want you on camera. I'll stand over here, but I want the 7 of you on camera. So, Sabrina, Venetia, Myas, Christian, Duncan, Maya, and Janie really went above and beyond this year. They not only enrolled in at least one college class, but they completed it. And actually, when I look at them, I know all of their grades. I won't say the grades, but they were really high. And it is not an easy thing to go and do college classes on top of the high school classes, finish the work, and really do well. And you know what? They didn't really have to do that. I mean, it's a nice perk, but they didn't have to do it. And it was interesting. I was thinking about the habits of success that we're beginning to really incorporate into our school. And I was thinking about one of those words. We have 5 words, and one of those words is perseverance. Another one is vision. A third one is curiosity. We have 2 others, but I think those 3 particularly apply to all of you. And it's what is really necessary for college success. So before I hand out the awards, I just want to say that Christian completed this spring the college writing class that was taught by Jenna Collins, and this is the 3rd semester she's taught it here. And Sabrina finished pre-calculus at Roxbury Community College, which is a tough course to get through. That was this semester. Venetia Slade Morrison finished Introduction to Anthropology that she took at Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology. She would drop her child off at daycare across the street and then go in, 3 times a week to the Intro to Anthropology. Myas McKnight took the college writing class with Jenna Collins. Duncan Pantos took the college writing class with Jenna Collins. Maya Neely did it this semester, took the college writing class with Jenna Collins. And Janie Ronka actually took 2 classes. She took Intro to Psychology last semester, and this semester she took Early Childhood Education, which is like child psychology. All of these students can take college transcripts, bring them to their next colleges, and actually get the college credit and start ahead when they begin. So I just wanted to honor the work that the 7 of you did and say congratulations to you, and all 7 of you are heading to college this fall. So. These are really neat words, don't you think? Maya, and for Venetia, for Duncan, and Janie Ronka, Amayas, and Christian. Congratulations. All right. Miss Secretary.
All right. So you heard a little bit about the beginnings of the school, why the school was founded. And one of the founders of the school was Jay Ostrauer. And we have an award in Jay's name. So almost 20 years ago already, Jay had a vision of creating a school that not only allowed students to show what they know through competency-based education, but also give the city a place for students who did not find academic success and support in a traditional model. So he was trying to create an alternative so that students who did not have this in other places could reach their goals. Jay was my friend. And it seems a little sad that we have created all these awards of people who passed away. But that's a way that you honor their memory and keep their vision alive. And that's why we like to give these awards for you who are very much alive and thriving in this school and in the world. So we want to give this award to a student who I think personifies a lot of what Jay stood for. Jay worked at ABCT, downtown Boston. He wrote the proposal, got the proposal through, it was funded. And at an early age, early because, he was sort of like my age, maybe a little younger, and I'm old, but I think I'm young. So he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he didn't give up. He actually decided that he was going to start painting, and he was a talented painter, artist. He never touched a paintbrush before that, and then his house was filled with amazing paintings. So he just never gave up. No matter what, he just kept doing it and discovering new things about himself and gifts that he could pass on to his children and to his wife, who's also his school principal. And so we're really proud to have this award, and I'm really proud to present this award to a student who has also walked through a lot of difficult times and has made a decision to, let me just step outside of my apartment. Let me go to school today. Let me get out of bed. Let me do something for myself and for my family. And that student is Jose Nunez.
Gotta give a little speech because I didn't know I was gonna get this, but so excuse me. I mean, thank you, Secretary. It's I've been to a lot of schools, and we were so close to dropping out of school, and there was a few times there when I was that close. But I want to thank all the teachers and everybody who's part of BDA for never giving up on me and being there and putting up with my BS. And this was for you guys. Thank you.
It's Perseverance Award. You give yourself every year. This person is like hard to make smile. Even when he's smiling, it doesn't look like he's smiling. But I remember last year, the reason why I think he should have got the Perseverance Award, because last year, just trying to get him to open up, seemed like it was impossible. It seemed like he was never going to do it. And at the beginning of the school year, he was on our list to be discharged, correct, Will? So when he came, he was like, we already had it ready, like, he's going to come in, let him know it's not working out, he's going to come to school and trying to do his work. So when he came, usually he's like, all right, cool, I'm out of here, he'll leave. And he was like, yeah, so explain to me what's going wrong. And I remember saying to him, like, yeah, you keep looking at the cup as being half empty. He was like, I don't get that concept. So I actually sat with this kid and pulled out a cup and poured water in it. Like, I've done this a few times this year, but I basically pulled out a cup and filled it up halfway with water. And I said, like, when you walk around and tell everybody the cup's half empty, it's half empty, you just complain. People aren't as eager to fill up your cup. So when you try to look at it as half full, you have that positive energy saying my cup is half full. A lot of teachers in the building have pitchers of water. And if you work with them, they pour a little bit in your cup as you go to the different classes. To a point where you'll have a full cup. And if you slip up and fall, at least you'll still have. You still have half, excuse me. So he was like, wow. But he doesn't smile, like he's like, that's deep. So later on in the year, we gave him an award as like most improved student support. I remember at the end of the assembly, he came, he was like looking for me and stuff. He found me, he was like, what kind of award is that? I want everybody to know most improved. So I was like, that's a good thing, man. Like, the cup half full, So I just want to say, Dane, Mr. Maloney, as I used to call him, done a good job growing this year. Remember that one? Sorry. Your platform, show them love. A lot, and I remember, like, no matter what you would put over his head, he was like, he didn't want to go to class, he wasn't going to go. to see him here today, like, means a lot. You know what I mean? I'm always smiling at him, so. You know what I'm saying? Catch him while you can, you got it. I'm proud of you, man, so, bro.
Be happy.
Huh? I know, man. You don't like the spotlight, but I just want you to make sure you get that award. Joined by Ms. Alvarez to present this award. She had to step out. So the one thing that Ms. Alvarez said about this person is that she appreciates this person's ability to actually open up and be open to her about private things. A lot of times that's real hard for a lot of students here to do. But I think before every student his graduation in this building, they open up to somebody. Whether it's student support, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a staff member. People open up to Irma all the time. So, you know, that's somebody who's always ripping around, always seeing niggas never sitting down. So, it shows a lot of growth. And this one student, I remember her getting interviewed, I think, 2 or 3 times. And I interviewed her, Mr. Lord interviewed her. We just saw like something about her that could grow in the school. And I remember her was like, I don't want to talk to people, I just want to sit in the class and do my work. I don't need to talk to anybody. Let me do what I need to do. And by the time last year came, she was on the step team. She was trying new things, and as recently as like 2 weeks ago, she was trying to get another person to do her capstone project on dancing. She was trying to find like different dance instructors, and I just happened to know somebody. And I usually don't like pull from like real close friends or family members unless I know this person is serious. And the person that I put in contact with is a person who was a choreographer for the game Dance Central. 1, 2, and 3. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna make this call, but I was kind of nervous, and her enthusiasm like reassured that it was okay to make that call. And when I called that person, she came. She basically set up the time, date. She showed up to the appointment, did what she needed to do. And I actually called that person afterwards to find out, you know, how to go. She was like, she was good, like she was good to work with. And I followed up with the student afterwards to find out, you know, how it went, and just the enthusiasm was still there. And I remember like last year this time, Ashley had to get out the hallway, and she was like, stop talking to me, mister, why are you talking to me? Like, don't talk to me. So like, I would have to go to like everyone else around her, like, you go to class, can you go to class, can you go to class, y'all gotta go to class. She'd be like, whatever, mister, you know? So it feels good like to have her come to the office, and I'm like, mister, you gotta come down the hall and walk with me. And that's what she did last week. So this award goes to Monique Jones for resilience.
Okay, so this student came here for a very short time. When we first met, she was in the hallway, kind of loud, so we kind of knew where she was. Some similarities with Ms. Jones, you know, with television class. There's always some chatter. She didn't do the hand thing, probably not friends with Monique, but anyway. So, you know, similar to other students not opening up. But as you said, you know, as the time goes by, you tend to open up and sell your sword to someone. So I was able to spend a little bit of time with the student. Wish I could have spent more, but to see her here today, it's just befitting of this award. It's that Perseverance Award, which goes to Veronica